We're going to do a 10-minute meditation practice. But just before we do that, I just wanted to give you an overview of why meditation can be helpful. So when we're feeling stressed or anxious, we tend to get caught up in thoughts and catastrophic thinking sometimes within our heads, and that can lead to unhelpful loops of thinking. So what meditation can do, by focusing on our breath in the present moment, it can unhook you from those unhelpful thoughts and just allow you to be in the present moment, thereby giving your mind a rest. So it's a really useful tool to be able to work with, whether it's for a 1-minute meditation at work, if things are just building up a little bit and you're feeling a bit tense, or whether it's a practice that you do every day that you build into your day, just to practice being in the present moment. It can just be a really useful tool. So let's get started. First of all, we're looking to sit fairly straight upright because we're taking part in an engaged activity. So lengthening your spine if that feels comfortable, sitting up reasonably straight, but it does need to be comfortable. So really it's about whatever feels okay for you. Keeping your neck and shoulders relaxed. So we're having a nice relaxed but engaged posture. So first of all, I just want you to take some nice deep breaths. 3 or 4 deep breaths. And deep breathing is actually calming to the nervous system. So enjoy those deep breaths, just getting your lungs nicely filled up and your stomach nicely filled up as you breathe in. And possibly just noticing an easing of tension as you do that. And now I'd like to invite you to close your eyes if that feels comfortable. I close my eyes when I meditate, helps me to focus. But equally, if you prefer to keep your eyes open, maybe just resting your gaze somewhere in the room. So first of all, what I'd like you to do is just bring your attention to where your body is touching the chair or the bed, whatever it is that you're sitting on. Just notice where your body is making contact with the surface. So that might be your back, if you are leaning back against something, just noticing how that touches the surface. And again, the same with the backs of your legs. And also just noticing how your feet are sitting on the floor, if they are on the floor. So we're not doing anything with that, we're simply noticing. Just paying attention to it. And now I'd like you to gently bring the focus of your attention to your breathing. So we're not doing anything different with the breath, we're just breathing normally. But just notice your breathing, noticing how your breathing impacts your body. It might be that you're noticing your stomach going up and down. It might be the rise and fall of your chest that you're noticing. Or it might be the breath coming in through your nose, feeling cool, and then a warmer breath coming out through your nose as you breathe out. So you're just gently keeping your attention on your breathing. Now you might notice that your mind wanders, and that's absolutely fine and normal. And when you notice that this has happened, just gently bring the focus back to your breath. It's absolutely normal for your mind to wander, and that is what our minds do. So what's key is that you don't berate yourself in any way for that, because that is just how our minds are. So just gently noticing when it's happened and bringing the focus back to the breath. You might notice that your body's feeling heavier. As you allow tension to ease away from your body. And it might be that before you've realised, your mind's wandered off onto something completely different. And that noticing is actually a mindful moment. When you realise that your mind has wandered off, that is a mindful moment, and it can be useful to think of us as having a mind muscle. And every time you bring the focus back to your breath, you are using that mind muscle and strengthening it. So keeping the focus on the breath, and remember, we're not trying to create a blank mind here. That's impossible. We're just keeping our focus on our breathing, and every time our mind wanders, we're bringing the focus back. As we head towards the end of the practice, just carrying on, focusing on the breathing.